Hey, need some Madden coins? Check out cheapmaddencoins.com. They got the best prices, they got fast delivery, and 24/7 custom support. Be sure to use code Texas at checkout for a 10% discount.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Texas. I'll be back with another video for you guys today. This one is going to be a little bit different than what we have done in the past. This one is going to be what I like to call reading. My man NYM, hashtag NYG, hashtag, it's not even hashtag, I don't know what I'm saying hashtag, it's like underscore. But my man Ali, he hit me up and was like, yo, I got an idea how to prove power-ups, and he gave me a list, and he wants y'all's feedback on if this is a good or bad idea. And if I don't mind doing videos like this. If you guys have ideas on how they can improve gameplay, improve MUD, improve franchise, improve whatever to make this game of Madden better, yo, let me know, man. I'll get you on a Discord. We can talk about it. You can just send me what your suggestion is, and I can just react to it, and we get the feedback from the audience. We can see how this goes. So this is going to be a power-up fix for Madden 19. How can EA improve the power-up program going into Madden next year? Because this year, we all know the power-up program started out promising. Like, it started out like, okay, these are going to be the best version of the cards in the game. And then from day one, really, they kept taking that back, and they kept extending excuses and reasons why this card can't be powered up or why we did it didn't make any sense. He started out with the master cards not being able to be powered up to, and then to power up a card you had to put the expensive version of the card into the set. It didn't make much sense. So it was just a, I don't want to say a scam, but it was just a bit of a failure, I would say, this year, because it was not how it should have been. We all had great ideas how it possibly could have been, but what they did this year is not going to work. And my man NYM has the plan to fix it. So let's go ahead and get to this thing I like to call reading. Now, I need to put my information right here in front of me so I can actually read it while I look at the camera. But no, I'm going to look this way. So enjoy my left side of my face. My best side, but you get what I'm saying. Power-ups. Allow us to upgrade them through grinding as well as other methods mentioned below, which he adds some more. He has a lot of comprehensive stuff here. Also, for those that don't want to listen to me talk, I'll put all of his ideas down in the description below so you guys can just read it there yourself if you don't want to hear me and my raspy voice talk about this. All right, so again, allow us to upgrade them through grinding for power-ups. We can use XP to upgrade these players incrementally. Example, 2000 XP can be used to upgrade player X from a 75 overall to an 80. But in doing so, we now go back to having 0 XP. This way you have a choice to use XP to upgrade players or go up in levels. Then parenthetically, he puts levels must change as well, so they offer true rewards to the consumer, not just another way for me to spend more money on exclusive packs. More on potential changes below. And yeah, level up with the exclusive packs is kind of annoying. You basically play the game to spend money. That's not what exclusive packs should be. The only thing free for level up, it seems like, is the uniforms you get. And you need more than that. But we'll get back to what he's saying. Upgrading these power-ups using the grind method makes the power-up nat. In order for us to change these cards from nat to auctionable, we would have to use the following tokens: elite tokens, gold tokens, team specific, silvers, WildCard. So basically kind of similar what they did last year with the, milestones. You had to use milestone tokens to make those nat cards auctionable for whatever they call the team heroes and other stuff like that. There will also be a penalty if you decide to make your player auctionable. The card loses 2 overall points. So player X goes from an 80 overall to a 78. They did something similar with the Chem 101. We were allowed to choose a Nat Chemistry 101 card that had +2 overall advantage, or go with the auctionable one with a lesser overall. So just that paragraph, that one is specifically for people who want to grind power-ups, not spending any money, but just want to play the game, get the XP, and then put that XP back into the player to power them up. He also has a way for players who don't want to grind and don't mind doing it just by spending coins or spending money. The non-grinder way to upgrade power-ups would be the way we have it now, with the exception of the card being auctionable. This method allows money spenders to get the card they want without having the heavy grind required. Make power-ups have dual chems and the ability chems off the bat. This makes these cards more desirable, and the amount of users who participate in the power-up program would increase exponentially, which I agree. That's why I did it early on. A lot of these cards that came out with the team leaders for the power-ups, like the Adrian Amos and the Zach Miller. I don't know why I'm going Bears right there. Shout out to the Bears. The Bears. But they had these abilities. Playmaker on the tight end was amazing at the time, and then you happen to have the secure tackle or the safety. And the dual chem will add a lot of good use, because especially early on, you get more use out of dual chem than you do towards the end of the year, which, like, you guys know that. Like, that Calvin Johnson that came out with the 2 chemistries, it's cool, but it would have been so much better back in November. So let's go ahead and react to this first paragraph before we get into the second one. So I'm not really a fan of the auctionable power-ups for the guys that don't grind. I understand they'll have 2 chems and the ability as well. I kind of like the format they have now. Even though we all hate nat cards, we know the risk going into it. If I'm getting one of the better cards in this game, I wouldn't mind the card still being nat. If I'm getting 2 chemistries and an ability, I don't want that card in the auction block. I want people to actually go ahead and put the time and effort into getting that card for their team, because it's one of the best cards you get into the game. So I don't think that that card should be auctionable, but I understand why some people may want it. I just think personally it'll make more sense if you have the best card or best version of that card on your team nat, but nobody can touch him because he has go deep and he has move the sticks and he can get better catching and better juking. And it should be great for anybody trying to improve their team. So I like everything here except for making the non-grind version auctionable. Now, in this half of the video, we're going to be talking about how to improve the XP as well. I forgot to mention that up top, so I'm doing a drop-in the middle of the video. It'd be much better if I pull the green screen up and just pause the video and just show up like, hey guys, how y'all doing? But yeah, this one's going to be about improving the XP side of things. So this is going to be an XP and a power-up improvement video. Why am I doing this? Now we're reading again, so let's get back into it. Using completed solos to continue to gain XP, similar to how Madden 18 is, will not be possible. Going from level to level will take much more time and effort in doing so. Unique solos will be one way to gain XP, which would be great. I should probably react to this. Yeah, I'm gonna react to it right after I talk about it. So we cannot farm the same solo over and over again, which I think EA is gonna address next year, because it doesn't make sense that we can grind from one level to the next or what in like 6 hours. And so they if you want us to play the game, you got to kind of give us limits on what we can do. Even though as a YouTuber, I do like the fact that I can grind and get a video up for you guys to see what's inside those packs. Farming the solos is not what EA had in mind. They did not have people out here grinding in mind. That's why when they dropped Mudmaster for the first time this year, you couldn't get it for 25 days. Like, you had to log on for 25 straight days. They didn't want nobody being Mudmaster in the first day. They want you to actually play the game as long as it takes, so that way you can actually get more use out of it instead of burning yourself out. I understand why. So you can't farm solos to get XP. Only way to get XP would be through unique solos and probably head-to-head, and hopefully maybe completed sets. I really wish you could get XP for completed sets. I don't know why you can get XP for everything gameplay-wise, but you do sets. No XP for you. Completing objectives set on different days of the week would be another, and each set of objectives expire daily. This way, they don't have to continue to add solos for us to gain XP. That would be kind of cool as well. Another way they can go about just adding something that we can do every day, like catch 5 touchdowns, catch 10 touchdowns, whether it be head-to-head or in solo challenges, instead of adding new solos. Even though we got to play the same thing over and over again, you don't get XP for playing that solo. You get it for knocking out the objectives, so you can keep us engaged, be easier on them instead of putting out more content. At least you have something in the game we can do every single day, except for we know EA, we're not going to get objectives every single day. They're cool with once a week and then adding it for promos. Like, I would love for them in a world where they like to do their job, for them to be out here doing that, but yeah, man, that's a lot of work. It's like, I mean, it's probably easier to put out one solo a day than it is to put out an objective list a day, I would think. Anywho, also set a limit on how much XP can be gained on a specific day. If EA would have set a cap, would we have gotten level 50 so quickly? No, because EA would have set restrictions to stop those from exploiting this reward system. Jankstein said it himself, those level caps were not designed for user X to continue to grind over and over again. Monotonously, I can't say that word. Monotonously. I can't pronounce that word. Wow, monotonously. That doesn't sound right at all. So that they are done within a matter of hours. Had they set restrictions, we would not have had this issue. The thing about that is, I feel like setting restrictions would not be the best bet, because we all don't really like restrictions as it is, but if we get to the point where we only can get like 1,000 a day, like what would that cap be? Like, what would EA set as the restriction? And that's where it gets kind of dicey. Like, I'd rather have them have no restriction than a specific one, because like 1,000 XP is like 3 solo challenges or like 2 head-to-head games. And so I don't think that's good, especially if you only play in the weekends. Like, you can only play on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can pretty much only get a 3,000 XP. That's thousands for. That's not gonna be helping you grind. Whereas if you're playing on weekends, you can probably play 6 or 7 games and get more. So obviously they can increase it and decrease depending on the weekdays and what's out. But I don't really like the restrictions aspect of it. Maybe they can set restrictions on other things, but not on XP. I'm cool with them having unlimited XP, especially in the format you're saying right now. They wouldn't have to do that because you can't really farm objectives anyway. So the restrictions won't be required. Completing specific sets weekly would also give us XP with a twist. We would have the option to get coins or XP for completing set objective, again, giving the user choice if they want coins now or the XP. Awesome. I like that idea. I like the choices. Packs, players, or coins. Or XP. I like the choices. The game's about choices, and we'll keep getting choices. This game, bro, how does Mud have more depth? I just thought about this. Mud has more depth than Longshot. Like, think about, like, I understand, like, this in the choices aspect. Like, a lot of the stuff you can do impacts, like, your future. Whereas with Longshot, you can't do anything that changes anything. Like, so, damn, bro, much better story game than Longshot is. That is crazy. Another method to give people XP would be to create head-to-head objectives. We already have them in solos. In the past, EA rewarded people for winning a Super Bowl with a specific card. What? Did they? Did they? I don't remember that. That's dope. They could modify the create objectives set forth in each division where you gain X amount of XP for winning a Super Bowl in a specific division. As you go up in division, XP reward system increases. These XP would be in addition to the rewards you normally get, or they could make it to where you had a choice to take the tokens, coins, take the XP. It's up to EA on what mechanic they decide on. Again, I don't think that you should be able to, if you play head-to-head, I feel like you should get XP and the reward, because that one is a little more time-consuming. Solos, I can understand what you're saying when you can take the XP or take the coins, but when it comes to head-to-head, it should be both, because you're playing half-an-hour games. And in some cases, you're playing games against people who are just as good as you. And I don't want, like, oh, I spent half an hour and I get 1,000 XP, or I want both. I want 1,000 XP, I want the coins, and I want the token. I want both. So I like the idea of giving extra XP for head-to-head objectives, which we need. I don't know why we haven't got those in a while. Everything's just kind of tied to solo challenges and not really rewarding the head-to-head grinders. It's something that EA needs to focus on in Madden 19 to get something for everybody, because it seems like everybody is being neglected, kind of, sort of, but nobody being more neglected than the head-to-head players, because there's no point in playing head-to-head to get XP, because it is not fun and it takes a lot longer. Monotonously. I think this, all right, I got it right. I pronounced it correctly. Monotonously. Make the XP that is rewarded lower than what it is now. The way the system is set up, it gives an excess amount of XP for a short period rather than giving us 100 XP for 2 minutes, roughly a day. Make it 25. Again, these restrictions would stop you from abusing the reward system. So, like, again, that's not necessary. If you can't play the same solo over and over again, you're not going to be able to do that. So that one's not needed. So it's cool. That'll work now, but in the system that you have, or in the environment you got set up right now, NY, if people can't play the same solo, that's not going to be an issue. So don't worry about that. There are many more ways to make XP system work, but these are just some ideas that can be implemented in his opinion. All of these ideas mentioned also give people the incentive to play often as well as play head-to-head. The idea of power-ups are something that, in my opinion, will be a thing in Madden 19. This way, we can at least make them more attainable for those who don't spend money. At the end of the day, the goal is to create a reason for people to play the game, and XP/power-up ideas help in this matter. So that's what he had to say, and I agree. I agree with some of the stuff he had to say. Some stuff is kind of not needed if you already have stuff in place to restrict that. And yeah, what you guys think about this, man? Post it down in the comment section below. Again, I'll post all of this. Why is my voice going out? Again, I'll post this down to the comment section below so you guys can read this as well and then formulate your own opinion and post your own comment about your thoughts on how this is a good idea or a bad idea or stuff that you wouldn't mind improving on or taking out. We'll see how this goes, because he wants feedback, and feedback is very important because we want to make this game better. And if you guys have positive or negative feedback, it helps out a lot either way. If you guys want me to do this on a more like weekly basis, just give me your ideas, I guess, and then we'll talk about what we can improve in Madden in the future. That sounds like a mean thing. Give me your ideas. No, give me your thoughts, I guess, on what you would like to see them improve in Madden next year and Madden going forward, so that way we can make a better game, and then we can go in and have a conversation about it, as well as talk about it on the podcast, which will be live on Gut Foxes and my channels every Thursday until the remainder of time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you, my man NYM, for the content. Again, I like a lot of the stuff in here, and some stuff not really a big fan of, but we can tweak it to make it a little better for our use. But yeah, that's how he would improve power-ups in Madden 19, as well as the XP system. What do you guys think? Peace.